nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a
Luna, now the wars began between devil and the poor bird. Let's see how many days you can fly, Mrs. Jungkook. A devilish smirk appeared on her lip. Into the other side, she reached to her house and knocked on the door. Vayun, Baba, Baba, please open the door. It's me, Vayun. Suddenly, the old lady opened the door and looked at you. Lady, you're Vayun, Mr. Kim Wong's daughter? You frowned your brows and looked toward the lady. Vayun, yes, it's me. Tell me, where is my father? She put her head down into the sadness. She moved the woman away from her way and entered to her house, and the next moment, which was in front of her eyes, was like someone take out her soul. Her eyes landed on her father's coffin. Her whole world is break down into pieces in front of her eyes. She was dead from inside. She bent down on her knees and fell into the floor. Woman, he waited for you a lot. But when he was closing his eyes, the last word he said was your name. He was suffering from heart problem for a long time, but I think he never told you about it. She was still into the same position like a statue. Her body was cold like ice. Her lips were sealed. She wanted to shout, she wanted to cry, but tears are not coming out from her eyes. All his father's words are coming into her mind when he was happily sending her to the soil for her studies. All the beautiful memories are coming her to the mind, and now this in front of her eyes, his father's dead body. She were quiet, looking toward his dead coffin, and after a few minutes, 4 men comes toward her dead coffin and picked it up and placed it into their shoulder. They are taking her father away from her, and this time forever. Suddenly she come out from her thought and run toward her father's coffin. Vayun, Baba, Baba, please come back. Don't leave me. Please, I need you. Come back. Please forgive me when I used a harsh word with you. Please. Please come back, I need you. The lady held her hand and made her stop from running behind her father's coffin, and tears were flowing down from her eyes. She was shouting, calling her dad, but her voice was not enough, so her dead father can listen, because he gone too far from her. She get up again and ran toward her father's coffin until they reached to the graveyard. All the men buried your father. Her hair was messy, her dress were wet, her conditions are now worse. She come and sit on her dad's grave and place her hand on her father's grave. Into the raining night, she spent all the night near to her father's grave. And into the other side, Jungkook guards are looking for her like a hungry dog is looking for a food. All the other friends of Jeon family also looking for you. Jungkook, did any news you get about her? Guards, boss, we are searching the whole airport, but we did not find ma'am over there. He threw the wine glass into the floor and looked toward his car with angry eyes and held his collar. Jungkook, found her. At any cost, found her. Otherwise, you all will lost your life. Now go and give me each and every detail about her. Now go. He threw the guards onto the floor and take the bottle and put it into the mouth and take a sip. Jungkook, I will find you, bud, dead or alive, but you belong to me, only me. After a few minutes, she opened her eyes and rubbed her tears and looked toward her father's grave. Vayun, I hope you forgive me. What I did was wrong, but I hope you will forgive me, Baba. Then she get up and rubbed her tears with her left hand, and, like a dead body, she started walking toward Jungkook's house. Vayun, you want to kill me, Jungkook, so now I'm coming. You already take everything from me. Now no one left from me in this entire world. I'm alone just because of you. So now complete your last wish. I'm coming. He was searching for her, but no one get any information about her. Jungkook was waiting for his car, so he returned and gave any information about Vayun. But after some time, one guard entered to the mansion and looked toward Jungkook. He bowed to Jungkook. "Guard, boss, Mrs. Jungkook is here." He frowned his brows and looked toward the door. She was standing there. Her face was pale, her eyes were red, her dress was wet from head to toe. She came inside and Luna looked toward her with a shocked expression. Suddenly Mrs. Jeon ran toward her and hugged her tightly. "Mrs. Jeon, why you come here?" She looked toward Mrs. Jeon with her hurtful eyes. "Wayun, now I don't afraid from dead. If he want to kill me, then I'm here. I don't want to live anymore." Jungkook looked toward her head to toe with his dark eyes. The anger was clearly visible on his face. He walked toward her by taking long steps and hold her wrist. Suddenly Mrs. Jeon come between them. "Mrs. Jeon, Jungkook, please don't do this. You will regret later." He closed his eyes and looked toward his mom with his angry eyes. His eyes were red. She got flinched after seeing his son that reaction. "Jungkook, Mom, don't come between us. It's just between me and Wayun." He held her wrist tightly and took her toward the car. He threw her inside and closed the door behind and sharply looked toward his guard. "Jungkook, don't follow us." He sit into the car and drive toward their old mansion. All the time his eyes were on road. She was also looking outside. Both were quiet, but inside the questions are rising in both of their hearts that why this happened, why. He was driving with full speed. He stopped the car near the mansion where no one was there. He came out from the car and opened your side of door and take out her from the car and drag her inside the mansion and throw her onto the floor and close the door behind. You were quiet like now these all things not matter to you. She just want to die. He walked toward her and roamed her eyes toward her petty figure. She was totally broke inside. She don't have any courage to argue with him or give him any explanation. He tilted his head and held her jaw softly and looked toward her face. "Jungkook, why you do this to me? Why you betrayed me? Tell me, why?" He shouted on her face, but still she was quiet like a statue. "Jungkook, speak from your mouth. Accept this, you betrayed me. Accept this, you cheat your husband for other men. Speak." She looked toward him like she is not alive anymore. From inside, her face was serious, her eyes were shallow because of cry, and she looked straight to his eyes. "Wayun, yes, you're right. I cheat on you. You are right. Now kill me. I don't want to live anymore. Please." He became quiet on her sudden confession of her crime that he can't imagine into his dream. "Wayun, why so shocked, Jungkook? That is what you want to listen from my mouth, right? And that's why you killed Jack, to take out your anger." Suddenly he frowned his brows and his expressions got changed. "Wayun, without talking to me, without listening to your wife, you think I can cheat on you? So now I complete your wish. Kill me. Why you are so quiet, Jungkook? Take out your gun. Kill me. Come on. It is not a difficult thing for a man like you. Tell me why you killed Jack. Why? Because of your dirty thought? That's why you do this?" "Jungkook, what? Jack is dead?" He mumbled. "Wayun, why are you so shocked, Jungkook? So that was your surprise for me, right? His dead body? But before killing me, just tell me why you did this to me. Why? What I did to you? Why? Why you destroy my whole world?" She cried in front of him, but he was feeling hurt after seeing her like this. She was broke, totally, and he can't see this anymore. She was shouting on him and taking out her all pain, but he can't take it anymore and burst out into her. "Jungkook, don't raise your voice. After cheating on your husband, now look at you, how much guts you have to talk to me like that. After you confess that you cheat on me, still, where you get this shameless behavior of yours? Tell me why you cheat on me." He tied his fist and looked toward her anger. Tears rolled down from her eyes and she looked toward him and maintained a deadly eye contact. Vayun, yes, I'm shameless because I start trusting on you. Yes, I'm a bad person because I think you change. Yes, I'm a bad daughter who can't take revenge of her father's insult and fall in love with a man who killed my best friend because of his dirty mind that I can cheat on him. She held his collar and tears flowed down from her eyes. She put her head on his chest and cried out of her heart. He stopped on the spot after listening her confession of love, which he was waiting to listen from her mouth like ages. Ayun, why you did this, Bangkok? Why? When I was fall in love with you, why you broke me like this? I tried to hate you. I tried to take revenge from you. I promised to break you. But all the time I fail. I don't know why. But all the time inside I want to change you and want to live happily life with you. A simple normal life. But again you did something terrible with me and I start hating you again. She looked toward his face and her painful eyes met with his dark eyes, and first time he felt the pain of her heart, what she was hiding from him behind her hate. Tears rolled down from her eyes. Vayun, Jungkook, I don't want to live like this. I can't hate you and you can't change yourself. But still, it's hard for me to forgive you. Please do me a favor. Kill me. Free me from this hell forever, please. She bent down on her knees and put her head down. She don't want to live anymore. She lost the battle between her revenge and love. She opened her feeling in front of a devil. Inside, she was still thinking he will never change, but her this confession changed everything inside him. He looked toward her and come to her level and pressed her lips softly into her forehead, and tears rolled down from his cheek. Jungkook, I can't hurt you because my heart is beating inside your heart. You know, I feel alive when I see my reflection of myself into your eyes. I know the start of our relationship was not like other, but inside I always want you to be with me. Somehow I don't know, but I fall in love with you from the time when I saw you first time. She was stunned after listening his confession. She can't imagine into her dream that one day he will talk to her like that. She was frozen onto the spot. He softly held her face into his both hands. Jungkook, I love you, wife. Tears rolled down from his eyes and he hugged her tightly. I'm sorry for hurting you. What I did, please forgive me. She also surrendered herself into his arms and hugged him. Vayun, I love you too, Jungkook.